Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video we are going to be learning how to draft a basic bodice pattern. If this is your first time of coming here, do well to hit the like button, subscribe, and don't forget to invite your friends. Very important though. Without wasting much of your time, let's move right into the class. So I already written down some of the measurements we're going to be needing in this video. We need the bust measurement, the shoulder measurement, shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to front waist, back length, under bust circumference, waist circumference, and chest. In that chest, as you can see, I did not actually write anything down there because in this video I'm going to take my time to teach you guys how to get a perfect chest line measurement, as in how to make it perfect. Like some people, after sewing clothes for their client, is either the armhole is loosed or is fitted kind of. So I don't want you to make that mistake again this time around. Just take your time and listen to this video because I'm going to take my time to explain it to you guys. So in this video, as you can see, I'm just trying to get the borderline, which I used 1 inch for. Well, you can as well choose to use ½ inch for yours. Anything can work, but in this video I made use of 1 inch. As for the block, I got my block by dividing my bust measurement, which is 37 inches, into 2. Then I now added 2-inch allowance to the 37 inches. Whatever I get in that 37 inches, I now add 2 inches allowance. So if you divide the 37 by 2, what you are going to get is 18.5. In that 18.5 plus 2, you are going to get 20.5. But you can use the one that you got for yourself or for your client. So that's literally what I did there. Then I now divide the 20.5 inch into 2. That's why you can see there is 2 blocks there. Just take your time to go through the video so that you understand whatever is going through there. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to be getting my neckline measurement. So to get our neckline or your own neckline, just take your bust measurement and divide it by 12. So whatever you got there is exactly your neckline measurement. So if you divide my own, which is 37, by 12, what you're going to be getting is 3.0 inches, which is 3 inches. So as you can see, I already put it down on the side and at the down part of it. Then I will not take my curve ruler. Please, if you don't have this curve ruler, try to get it. It's very important. It will give you the perfect curve. This particular neckline actually is not the only neckline you can make use of. This is just for the fitted. But if you want your neckline really big like that, you can just add anything you want there. Then at the back, I make use of 1 inch down. Then the 3 inch I also got at the upper part of it. Then you now make use of the other side of the ruler at the back, as you can see in that video. Okay, after we are done with that, the next thing we are going to be doing is to get our shoulder. So my own shoulder in this video is actually 15 inches. So to get your shoulder, you divide the 15 by 2. By 2 will give us 7.5. Then you now put it down according to how you can see it in the video. After putting it down, you are good to go. Okay, the next thing is our chest measurement. Just as I promised, I'm going to teach you guys, so listen very well. In this video, actually I already know my own, which is 8.5. That's why I'm putting it down straight up. But if you want to get yours, just divide the bust measurement that you have. In this video, my own is 37 inches. Just divide your bust measurement by 6 inches. So whatever you got, you put 1.5 there. That is 37 inches divided by 6 plus 1.5 inch. But this time around, you are going to add it from the back. But if you want to avoid the total calculation as a whole, just do 37. Just do your bust measurement. Mine is 37 divided by 6 plus 1.5 plus 1 inch. Whatever you get, you just put it down. Okay, let me repeat myself. Your bust measurement divide by 6 plus 1.5 plus 1 inch. You just put it down. It's as simple as that. Whatever you get, you just put it down. Now the next thing I'm doing in this video is trying to put down my bust height, which is 9 inches. Okay, I already put it down. I'm trying to roll it across. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing is to put down my shoulder to under bust. As you can see in that video, just try to take note of where I'm placing my tape so that you don't make any mistake while drafting yours. Please, if you want to draft yours, don't make use of marker. I'm using marker in this video so that you guys can see it very well, but when you are drafting yours, just use pencil. Let me quickly write down the name of the distance so that you guys will not make mistakes. So the first one is actually chest line, the second one is bust, under bust, and the last one is the waist. Okay, so as you guys know, the back length is actually shorter. It's always shorter. That's why it's very advisable to take yours or your own client's own to know the back length. So my own is 15 inches in this video, while my front length is 17. So in this video, I'm going to try to put down my own back length, which is 15 inches. Then do the same thing on your own too as well. 15 inches. Then I will now take my roller to roll it across. Okay, after doing that, let me try to cancel it out so that you not try to make any mistake while trying to do yours. Okay, after doing that, the next thing we are going to be doing here is to put down our bust span. You can see in the video how I'm trying to take mine in this video is 7 inches, and 7 inches divided by 2 will give you 3.5 inches. So you now take it according to how you can see it in the video. Just try to follow my steps so that you don't make any mistake. Okay, the line is actually supposed to run across from bust to waist, but you know everybody is not perfect. So I actually made mistake, but it's supposed to run across from bust to waist. Then you now come down from the shoulder by 1.5 inches for the front. Then you connect it to the neckline. After doing that, the same measurement of your shoulder, try to bring it down at the chest line. You can as well take it so that you don't forget. Mine in this video is 7 inches, so that's what I'm trying to take. Now connect it to the 1.5 that you have already come down. Okay, shoulder slant for the front is 1.5, please don't forget. Then for the front, you come up by 3 inches. 3 inches can actually work, but not work for everybody. So it depends on the measurement of your bust, but for me 3 inches work perfectly for me. So you now come in by 0.75. Please don't get confused according to the way you saw the tape. That's what I want. I like doing sometimes. I don't just like using the tip of the tape. Then you now connect it up to the slanted this thing at the top, as you can see in the video. After doing that, you try to get the bust measurement. So our bust circumference, which is 37 inches, divide by 4 will give us 9.25. But for ease, I like putting 0.5 inch allowance for ease, but you can also leave your own like that. So if I add 0.5 inch, I'm going to get 9.75. Okay, but I'm not going to put it on my bust circumference. I'm going to put it on the chest line. Yes, as you can see in the video. After doing that, you try to take your curve and connect it back to the, yes, as you can see in the video. Now try to connect it back. You see, this curve is actually very important. Don't forget, blend as much as possible, please. It's very important. Then after doing that, we are trying to take our dart measurement. I like using 0.75 for mine, 0.75 for each side, which is 1.5, but you can as well choose to use half inch. But I can tell you from my experience that this 0.75 is actually best for me. It actually give me this fit once I saw my outfit. Okay, after taking the distance, we now connect it back to the bust. But before then, we come down by 1 inch from the bust, as you can see in the video. Then we now connect it. Okay, okay, we are done. So we are going to take our waist measurement now. Our waist circumference is 31 inches, so you divide 31 by 4. 31 divided by 4 is going to give us 7.75, plus we are going to add the dart we actually took out, which is 1.5. So if you add it, we are going to get 9.25. So that's what I'm going to put down, 9.25, as you can see in the video. Please don't forget to put your dart intake. It's very important. Try to replace it back. So after doing that, you just connect it to the chest line, as you can see in the video. Okay, we are all done. So let's quickly move to the back. So for the shoulder slant for the back, we are going to come down by 1 inches, but let's quickly go to the zipper bulge. So I like using half inch for mine. So after doing that, you connect it up to the neckline. I actually forgot here that I already cancelled the down part of it, so it's later on that I will correct the distance, but don't make the same mistake as mine. It's supposed to start at the back length, which is 15 inches. So the place I have already cancelled is not included. So after I already mark the back, I will quickly come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slant at the back. Is 1 inch, while the front is 1.5. So you quickly connect it to the neckline. Okay, after doing that, we are going to come up, but normally for the front we went up by 3 inches, but for the back we divide whatever value we got into 2. As you can see, I'm trying to do it there. You divide it into 2, then you now mark whatever you got down. Okay, after doing that, we will now go in by 0.5 inch. 0.5. After doing that, we now connect it to the shoulder tip, as you can see in the video. Okay, we are all done. So let's put down the placement. The same thing that you put down at the chest line for the front, you take the same measurements at the back as well. You can as well measure it so that you will be perfect while putting your own down. But please avoid the zipper bulge that I already removed at the back. As you can see, the way I place my tape there, I did not place it from the beginning, but I shifted from the line I already marked at the back. Okay, we are all set. Then we are now going to take our curve ruler to connect it back. Wow, this is nice. So once we are done connecting to the armhole, the next thing we are going to be doing is to be inputting our bust dart. So for us to do that, we are going to take the place we already cancelled at the back, which is 2 inches, and we are going to bring it to the bust line. As you can see in the video, just watch it so that you will not make any mistake when you are doing yours. So mine is 2 inches. I'm going to put it down from the bust down. Yes, after inputting it, I'm going to take my ruler and connect it to the bust point, as you can see in the video. Okay, we are done now. So by the time we close it, you are going to see the front, this thing is going to match up with the back. For those of you that is complaining, this one, the front is 17 inches and the back 15 inches, how is it going to match? Don't worry, it's going to match. So the next thing we are going to be doing is to be putting our back dart. So for us to get a straight line, we are going to measure from the back, which is 3.5 inches. We are going to take it from the back without minding the line we have already cancelled at the back. So we are going to take it then up to the chest line. After doing that, we use our ruler and connect it. Then just as I use 0.75 for the front, I'm also going to use 0.75 for the back, which is 1.5 inches back intake. So after doing that, we connect it up to the chest line. Okay, we are done. So the next thing we are going to be doing is to be inputting our back waist measurement. So you can easily go to the front, take whatever measurement is there and transfer it to the back. So as you can see, I got my 9.25. So that's the center I'm going to be putting at the back. But as you can see, I did not actually start from the place I already omitted. That means the zipper bulge at the back, I did not start there. So I shifted my hand. So after doing that, I'll connect it to the chest line. And that's it for our basic bodice pattern. So this is it. So to avoid confusion, let me just put down the marking so that you know where is where. So this is center front, this is side front, this is center back, and this is side back. Okay, our basic pattern is looking so neat. So if you have already reached there, yeah, welcome. Okay, this is, remember, whenever you are cutting this, you are going to actually put it on fold for the front, and the back is going to be 2 pieces. So let me show you guys how to cut it in case if you want to cut yours. You have to pay very close attention to this part because it's very important. As you can see, I'm not trying to cut it directly to the place in the front. I just cut the center of the distance. I did not cut it actually from the waist measurements that I took. Remember, when you are adding your allowance, all the part is 0.5 that you are going to use for it when you are joining it, except for the front. The center front, you just leave it, you put it on fold. I mean your material is going to be on fold when you're transferring your center front. Then for the other part, you have to put 0.5 inch for it. It's only the side that you're going to put your sewing allowance. Okay, we are done cutting the front. So as you can see, I did not actually cut it directly at the place that I put my marker. I shifted my hand. So I'm going to show you the reason why I left it like that. Let's quickly move to the back. You have to be very careful whenever you're cutting this part, because it could be confusing for people that are just beginning for the first time. So you just have to take your time out as you're cutting. And please don't forget, whenever you're drafting yours, don't make use of marker. I only make use of marker in this video because it will make it more brighter for you guys to see. But when you're drafting yours, just use pencil. If I should have used pencil, maybe you wouldn't have seen it like this. So as you can see, this is the front and this is the back, and I'm trying to check whether it's going to match up, which I know is not possible because I have not closed my bust that. But let me just show you guys so that you understand what I mean. You see, the front and the back is not matching up. You see, so for it to match up, we need to close our bust that. Okay, we need to close our bust that, and for us to do that, we are going to slant open our dart, as you can see in the video. We're actually going to transfer this dart to the shoulder, but first let's try to close our bust dart so that when you are doing yours, you not make any mistake. So you quickly and quietly fold it this way so that you don't make any mistake. Just follow the place that your pencil or your marker pass through when you are closing yours. After doing that, you just take your tape and tape it down. Okay, just use your tape and tape it down. Okay, once you are done with that, you notice that it's actually shortened at the side. So that's why I did not cut it from the actual line when I was cutting in it initially. So what we are going to be doing here is just quickly take our ruler and connect it back to the chest line so that the line will match up. So just watch this place very well. Connect it straight. Okay, you see how it is now. So we are now going to take our scissors to cut it out. That's it. So now if we should actually bring the back to the front, you see that both of them is matching up. As you can see, you see the front and the back is not equal, and you see the kind of shape the armhole is giving. That's why your chest line measurement is very important, because it will just give you that nice fitting at the armhole. It will not be too tight, and at the same time it's not going to be too loose.